Dad here, back to do another video review. I'm going to be reviewing Transformers Construct Bots, exclusive to Target only, Predaking. This is the Construct Bots Predaking. First time I saw this, I'm thinking they're going to screw up the wings as bad as they did on the Voyager one. Yes, I haven't done the review of Voyager Predaking, namely because of the wings. I feel like with a lot of the Predacons, they've screwed up the wings. This one? They did the wings correctly. Granted, not the single best, but the fact not only does he have an enormous wingspan, but they can fold away better, makes this an infinitely better toy, in my opinion, than the Voyager Predaking. Granted, I haven't got the Ultimate Predaking because I don't want to waste $50 on that giant toy. I am waiting for it to go on clearance. Then maybe I'll pick it up. Now, granted, the way I've currently got my Predaking is in the way I like to display him, which is slightly modified from what the instructions say. Normally, the instructions would say to have these blasters here on his hands, on his tail, and these little claw bits on his waist. That made no sense to me, given the fact he had a little claw bit on his tail. I kind of use the blasters as a third toe to balance him out a little bit. Again, this isn't the worst Construct Bots figure. Given the fact this finally has a different way to transform instead of flipping everything over, putting everything there. One advantage, there's a back plate that's not formed from the cockpit or the front end of a vehicle. That's kind of awesome. Downside, he cannot open or close his mouth. Every time I try to do this, I ended up doing, well, now it's not going to do it, of course. That pops off. First time I did that, I go, oh god, I broke it. No, ends up, it was just popped off. It is a little annoying to know I cannot get this mouth to close ever. I really hope some of the future Predacon sets fix that problem. This is set, again, it's not the worst set in the world. My only complaint would probably be his back feet, for what will be his normal leg feet in robot mode. They used the Starscream feet. Not the best choice. I know they needed a peg in the back, but I think here I can understand reusing a lot of armor bits from previous sets, because you're already using a lot of plastic for the tail, the neck, the tail, the neck, the head, these claws, and the wings. They just could have gone one extra foot and made a brand new, especially since we were paying triple changer prices, $24.99, for a set that doesn't triple change. Yeah. Think they could have gone one extra step and just made brand new feet. Something that could have worked with the claws. So, to transform this, yes, he's a parts former. I know some people don't like that, but it is a necessary evil for this particular set, in getting a very nice design out of the robot mode. Luckily, you don't have to take the back claws off. I've found with them, you don't have to do that. You just have to turn them to their side. They act as really good heels. The only complaint I've had so far is it does the same thing as the Voyager and just kind of has the back dragon head kind of just sit there. Sorry. Sit there. Granted, they do put a peg in the back to try to hold it in place, but still, I think they could have done something else. I do love the Predacon symbol. There we go. I do love the Predacon symbol. Wish it was painted, but I still love that design. And one other thing with the chest, this is something repo labels could only fix, is to have a sticker on here that kind of wraps around all that orange and makes it look more like his regular chest from the Deluxe or from the Voyager model, the Voyager toy, or the animation model from Beast Hunters. Because I think I see what they're going for. They're going for like that energy that opens up in his chest that builds up for his fireball. I see what they're going for. I really, really wish they would have put some printed detail on there to make it look a little bit more like it's his. It was like bits are covering that energy. Wish they did that. Again, repo labels could probably fix that. But to finish them off, you put these claws up here. I really enjoy that. It gives him that kind of that his shoulder pad look that you got in the show and on the toy, without having parts that fold and kind of get in the way. And the last bit is to put the blasters right here. Now, in the original instructions, and I don't know why they thought this was a good idea, but in the original instructions it stated to constantly remove the tail and place it on the shoulder. I don't know why you do that, because you're going to wear out that clip and eventually it's going to break. So what I did is, of course, just took what were supposed to be right here and just stuck them right here, because it makes it look more like a show accurate tail. And just put his blasters in his hands. So yeah. Again, it's not perfect, but I like it a lot more solely because of the wings. I mean, that just looks evil, especially since these are translucent. That's just awesome. Of course, I do have the one fear. They're not luckily pegged into anything, and the ball joints feel like they can hold as long as I don't take them on and off, and I don't plan to do that. It's what's holding on this second section of wing is just the usual peg system, and I'm so scared that's going to start to crack and break. That scares me a little bit. But other than that, I love this Predaking, and I wish they did a little bit more armor bits on these guys, because I would so make this the Predaking displayed on my shelf with my other Predacons, because this, not only does it make him look evil and badass, it almost makes him look regal, like he truly is a king. I mean, that's just an awesome look. One of the reasons I love this particular Construct bot. So, yeah. Should you pick this up, if you are a fan of the Predaking mold model, I mean, the only problem I have is his head does not look like Predaking. I don't know what that design is supposed to be, but that ain't Predaking. But other than that, I still love this figure. Again, should you pick it up? I have to say yes, if you're getting into the Construct bots, but if you want a Predaking with a really good wing size that can be folded up, and then, do that, heck yes. This is definitely, if you're just a fan of Predaking from Beast Hunters, I highly recommend this set. I think it is so awesome. I mean, just look at that. That is so badass. That design. See if I can hold him up by his ankles. Yeah, look at that. I mean, you see that coming down on high from the sky, you're running for your life, because that just looks awesome. And evil, and just, yeah. So, until next time, this is Tight Zed saying I'll see ya when I see ya.